Hey, good morning, guys. It is Coach Lew. Welcome back. It is Monday, May 11th, 2020. Yesterday, I did a webinar on the 5 things you can do for your health now. And those were 5 things that you could bring forth to the table. And actually, it was a very quick webinar because it was Mother's Day, so I didn't want to keep everybody online super long. But you can visit the replay, and I'll let you know where to visit the replay, as well as you'll see the replay for today's show as well. So, welcome to Breakthrough with Lew. What is Breakthrough with Lew? What is this whole concept? It sounds cutesy, it's got a good ring to it. It kind of rhymes. What it is, Breakthrough with Lew was born almost a year and a half ago, out of my desire to help you guys get down to earth, real information and real tools that you can use for your health, your psychology, your families, your businesses. It's like coaching on a Monday morning on a radio or TV show. And that's exactly what it is. It is coaching each week to help you take something in life that you either are afraid of, fearing, something you've been putting off, or something that you know could be better, or something you're striving for, or something you're confused about, and help bring it down to reality to where you can actually conquer it, take it on, find the steps, use the tools, and conquer or create. That is the whole purpose of what we're doing, guys. It's just such a world that we live in today where you have everybody's a Facebook disc jockey, everybody's a Facebook news reporter, Instagram news reporter, everybody's been an instant medical doctor over the past few months. And you're just bombarded because one day we're all dying off, the next day the truth comes out and it's about a tenth as bad as it is. And then we've got major government conspiracy theories going on. And then obviously there's agendas and everything else going on around us, based around a lot of this health stuff that's happening, this C word, and that's all I'm going to call it anymore, because you know what? It doesn't need everybody's daily attention and energy. Same as when hurricanes hit Florida. The actual hurricane is the least of it. It's the pandemonium that goes around it that's the problem. So, yesterday I did this webinar, and thank you to all those who were on the webinar. And for those who weren't, I still want to share this concept of what these 5 things you can do right now to stimulate your health, to get you going. So first off, and number one, is drink plenty of water. Get plenty of hydration. Now, drinking water and hydration are not necessarily the same thing. So when we're talking about hydration, you got to realize that 60% on average of our bodies are water. Now, in the heart and brain, that's about 73 to 75%. So to bring it to reality and easy to explain, because you're thinking, is my brain swimming in the ocean? Is it paddling around in a boat? What's going on up here? To give you an idea, have you ever had a hangover? So alcohol dehydrates you exceptionally. Did you ever have a hangover and wake up the next morning with a stomping headache, and you have brain fog and you're tired? Or when it gets really hot and you've been working really hard out in the yard, you come in the house and you've got a romping headache and you're like, oh dear God, help me. What is going on? Well, that is dehydration in the purest right there. And people say, well, I drink 8 glasses of water a day, or this or that, and that's great. It's better than no glasses of water. But your hydration can come from many different places. I'm going to use Rango, my little buddy here in the office, for an example. He is a desert iguana. He was one of my rescues. So Rango doesn't drink water. A bowl of water won't do him any good. He won't go in it. He won't drink it. He doesn't know what it is. He's a desert dweller. Rango gets his water from his food. So he likes succulents. He likes stuff like bananas, stuff like, oranges and stuff like that give him the water he needs. So what can we learn from Rango? We can learn that you get your water sources and your hydration not only from cups of water, but you get your hydration from the foods that you eat. If you're eating cooked to death, dried out foods, you're not going to get as much hydration. If you're eating fresh, raw fruits and vegetables, they are generally water rich. Juicing is another great thing. So those of you who are just tuning on, guys, this is kind of a follow-up show to our webinar that we did yesterday, and I'll give you the link to go to the webinar. Just go to our website, revitalizelife.com, and go to our blogs, and you'll see the webinar replay that we did yesterday, and this video will also be on that page as well, so that you can kind of see what we're following up on here. So hydration, number one importance into keeping your health right now. Number two, eating exceptionally clean, preferably fresh raw, because there you're getting some of your hydration too. But number two, right now, especially with what we have going on in the health climate, you're going to want to have boosted up vitamin C, D, and zinc is also being refuted as a very important thing right now. Check with your doctor on the levels of what's good for you. I'm not going to tell you how much of it to take a day, but the foods that are rich in C, D, and zinc tend to support the immune system and our cell membrane protection, etc., which can, especially if you've got viruses, flu seasons, just in general, you want to keep your immune system strong. Exercise. Number three is exercise. And I know the E word scares people. They think CrossFit, and I'm going to have shoulder replacements, and my knees are going to hurt, and that's not the concept of exercise. Some people it is. CrossFit is great for a seasoned athlete, military. That's kind of a very militaristic environment. That's fine. My belief on fitness is if you put it up above your head and you got to throw it on the ground, you're lifting too heavy. You should be able to bring back down whatever you're lifting and keep it under control, because form is some of the most important. So while we're sticking on that, when we do our health eating and lifestyle seminar, which I'm going to tell you about, and I got a great deal for you if you're on this or you were on the call yesterday. We're running this week. Health eating and lifestyle is going to be the 30th and 31st this month. It's going to be a 2-day intensive mental workout, 2-day intensive workshop, which will cover in depth all the 8 balances of fitness, health, wellness, and how to make it fun and enjoyable and adapt it to a lifestyle where it's not each day, oh my God, what do I got to do? Oh my God, this takes so much time. Oh my God, this is so hard. And oh my God, I ate tofu, and turn it into, this is cool, I love it, and this is delicious, and I found foods that are supportive of my body and delicious. There's 3 categories of food as far as I'm concerned. There's the food that tastes great and it's crap for your body. There's the food that tastes horrible, but it's good for your body, which is a better choice, obviously, than the food that's bad for you. How about the food that tastes great and is great for your body? Dang, allergies are biting me a little bit. Everybody's getting them hit a little different this spring, but we're definitely in spring because the stuff is blooming. So why not make the choices that you can enjoy and are good for you? That is the simplest preface for HEALS. That's why it's called Healthy Eating and Lifestyle Simplified, because we want to make it simple. We want everything to be easy and seamless to implement so that you feel great. You have the most energy, you look the best in the mirror, and you just simply are living the life that you deserve and can enjoy, and that's sustainable. It's not about going on crash diets and about, working out so hard you can't walk for 3 days. It's about finding the balance. So next, number 4 in the 5 things you can do for your health is proper rest and proper relaxation techniques. Okay, so rest, sleep, we know it's important. There's been a myth forever that 8 hours is the magic number, and I'm going to tell you in the HEALS seminar and workshop why that is the most inaccurate, biggest fraud when it comes to sleep. 8 hours is not the number, and I have the scientific backing to prove that. Now, it doesn't mean, that it's 10 hours or it's 5 hours. It's more about the cycles. So we're going to get into those cycles at the end of the month in the seminar and really delve into sleep hygiene and so forth. So on to stress reduction and stress management. There's different terms that we use when it comes to stress. Stress reduction is reducing the things that stress you out. Okay, if you're in a stressful marriage and you get divorced and it's gone, you've reduced your stress. Probably not a great example. I'm always a fan of, fixing something and working on it to the best of your ability before you would get rid of it. But some people, they hit those points, or they've married somebody that absolutely stresses them to death, and, it takes two people to fix it. And maybe you don't have two people willing to fix it. So that's just a drastic example of removing stress from your life, but that is removing stress. The other form of stress relief is, say you're stressed out at work and you're in a stressful job, but you love your job. Okay, maybe you're a first responder and you're like, well, I'm going to quit my job to get rid of the stress, the adrenaline and the excitement, but my real mission is to help people. And, but this is stressful. Being a first responder could be stressful. So what do? You don't want to get rid of the job. You don't want to remove the stress. You don't want to internalize and just act like the stress isn't there. You want to, there we go. I had a great massage yesterday, which we're going to talk about in a second. You don't want to, there's no way to remove the stress, so you reduce the effect it has on your body. You're a first responder, you love your job, you have no intention of quitting that job, but you go get a massage once or twice a week that helps you just totally relax, or you meditate, or you pray. Boom, that is stress relief. That is relieving the effects that stress has on your body. Oh, pretty cool, huh? I hope you guys that were on the webinar yesterday are getting some use out of this, because we're following up with some stuff. And those of you who weren't on the webinar, I'm a little bit ahead of, kind of what we taught yesterday. I'm kind of going to the next level. So go back and watch that. It's at revitalizelife.com. Just click on our blogs, and it'll actually be the first one on the blog, because it was yesterday's show. So the replay is on there, an outline is on there. Pretty darn cool. So putting that all together is important too. So, number 5 in the 5 things you can do for your health today, and I know that you're going to say, this really isn't an effect on my health, but it really is. And that's setting goals for your health, your body, your lifestyle, so that you know where you're going. Number 1, you got to know what you want. You got to figure out how you're going to get there. You got to map it out. You got to take action. And then you've got to measure and see how well you're doing and if you're getting there. So, you with me on that one? If we've got all that put together, things that make you go, it makes it a lot easier. And I offer you this thought when it comes to setting a goal. What if you say, I want to lose 25 pounds this year? And you set it all up, and you're going and going and going, and you lose 24, New Year's Eve, you've lost 24 pounds. Do you say, screw this, it didn't work, I didn't meet my goal, beat yourself up about it? No, you lost 24 pounds, dude, gal, chick, whoever I'm talking to out there, lady, ma'am, however you like to be termed. But really, honestly, you lost 24 pounds. If you had never set the goal in the first place and never set the map up and never gone for it, you may have lost 0 pounds or gained 10 or only lost 2 because you had no structured goal system to get there. Okay, so does that make sense? That it's a lot better if you set a little bit lofty of a goal to get really close to the goal than to never start in the beginning. Where are you higher? Really close to your goal, if this was your goal here and you made it to here, really close to your goal, or nothing. So that's the power of setting a goal and following through and mapping it out and everything else. So, that is an important step. You go, okay, now I understand why the fifth thing I can do to take care of my health is actually setting goals. Set goals for your health. Set standards of what you will and will not tolerate. You know what? If you will not tolerate chemical-loaded coffee, don't drive through a drive-through to get your coffee. Go to Whole Foods or order online from Dave Asprey and get yeah, okay, it's all brain health related coffee. Bulletproof coffee. Yeah, guys, it's sometimes we're going to lose a word. Sometimes this stuff happens. Get the bulletproof coffee. Happens to be one of my favorites. Number one, because it's organic. Number two, it's low acid. Grind it yourself. Make your coffee at home. And coffee is a wonderful thing. It's very good for brain health and so forth. But when you go through the commercial drive-throughs, they don't use an organic low acid coffee. And coffee, unfortunately, as much as it is kind of a miracle substance, and it really is awesome, and coffee's great in moderation, because it can tend to play with your insulin levels if you drink too much of it. But coffee is amazing for brain health. It's amazing. It tastes amazing. I mean, I love the taste of coffee. I only have one cup, though, because I'm pretty darn high energy. So I have a cup early in the morning, and I'm good all day. If I have more coffee, I probably am not sleeping that night. So, making those kind of choices are where it's really at. It's not about saying, oh, I'm giving up coffee, or I can't live without my coffee. You don't have to give it up. Make it better. It's the same thing with the difference of buying, for your kids, canned vegetables, like, Del Monte, canned green beans that are loaded with sodium and preservatives, because why else would they last 3 years without being, without rotting? Or going to the store, buying some fresh green beans, organic preferably, and, maybe sauteing them or putting them on the grill real quick, or, hey, snap them up, cut them up, and give the kids some organic dressing to eat them with. There's a huge difference. It's still a green bean, but one has preservatives and chemicals and too much sodium. The other has nothing but good nutrients, and it's fresher and it's cleaner. Those are the decisions we talk about. So I'm going to close out the show today. See, this hasn't been too extreme. To talk about with the tool you can use to actually do this. Develop a daily, weekly, monthly rituals and habits that put your successes on autopilots. The best way to learn how to do this is self-education. Websites like Accelerate Life that we have, where we have these educational programs that teach you this stuff in depth. Seminars, mastermind groups, get a coach. Hey, you know what? If you're in a jam and you're jammed up and you go, I kind of know what I should do, but coach, I just can't figure it out, and I can't push myself, and I can't get it all put together. Book a coaching session with me. And the cool thing is we can do it on Zoom or Skype or something like that. You don't have to be here in my town sitting in my office with me. You're welcome to if you're local. We can do in-person coaching. I'm still a very in-person people person. I love people, but you know what? With the state of the world and the state of, how fast stuff is moving, and the fact that it's not easy if you're in the land down under to come visit me here at the office unless you got a trip stateside. But guess what? You and I can sit in the same room and talk just like we're talking right now. This is cool. So I'd be happy to, book coaching sessions, one-on-one, whatever you need. And that's not only limited to nutrition, health, and fitness. That's business, relationships, whatever. I've got the tools, guys. So let me help you. You can always book through and book a session with me, and we'll get you rocking there. So, do these things to get yourself on track. Now, I'm going to make an announcement that you guys have been waiting for. 30th and 31st of this month. May 30th, we're going to run it 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And May 31st, 1 to 5. It is our 2-day intensive HEAL seminar, Healthy Eating and Lifestyle Simplified. If you got anything from this morning's video and the replay of yesterday's webinar, you are going to absolutely absorb this thing. This is my flagship program to get your body on track. We cover the 8 components of a healthy lifestyle, but not as quickly as we have here, because it used to be a 1-day seminar, 1 day, 4 hour. I would do a lot of them in person, some virtual. Now it is 2 4-hour days. And it usually runs a little over with Q&A because I want to make sure that you're getting everything. But now it is a 2-day seminar. It's grown because there's no way I can get all that information to you in one day. And number two, you need a break from me. No matter how much fun I am, etc., I want you to be able to come back fresh the second day, come back with those questions, do some research overnight and figure it out. This is the kind of thing where you don't turn it off and go, okay, that was a good listen. I want it to stimulate you to go on a quest. Okay? So, 30th and 31st of this month, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the 30th. That's a Saturday, 1 to 5 p.m. on Sunday. That's all Eastern Standard Time. And I have a bonus for you. Okay? Stick with me here. For anybody who was on our call yesterday, on our webinar, and anybody who sees this today, I'm running a special from today till Friday the 15th at midnight. And guys, if you know me, I say it, I mean it. That's what it is. I am serious about it. This won't get extended. This offer won't get extended. You'll still be able to sign up for the course if you don't sign up by Friday night. But I'll tell you what, if you sign up by Friday night, which I'm confident you will receive 4 additional Zoom calls, coaching. You're going to receive 4 different coaching calls in addition to the seminar, where you guys will be able to get on, ask questions. We'll go even more in depth into some of the material, especially stuff that you need more help with. You can email me in, let me know, hey, what your stopping blocks are. So, $49 gets you the seminar, 2-day intensive workshop. I should add zeros to that for the value of what goes in there, but I want to make it affordable for everybody. Sign up before Friday the 15th at midnight. You get 4 additional calls, 4 about 1-hour coaching calls to work through and keep the momentum afterwards. Do you realize what I would normally charge for the coaching calls and stuff like that? And normally what we should charge for the actual workshop, it's a no-brainer, guys. Jump on and do it. This isn't a sales pitch for you. This is just me wanting to, have you, for the cost of a good lunch or dinner, have tools that will affect the rest of your life indefinitely. I mean, and oh yeah, extra bonus. You'll also have 90 days access to come back and watch the replay of the seminar and replays of the calls. So 90 days you'll have to do that, to where you can really absorb it. And it's just going to be unbelievable. And that's after the event. Right now I have it set up for 4 months. But after the event, you'll have a little over 90 days of replays and the 4 additional coaching calls. $49 get you all of it. Sign up for it, guys. I want to see everybody on the seminar. I want to see 400, 500, 600 people, 1,000 people, as many as you can. You can extend this offer out to your friends, but it's got to happen by Friday night at midnight. Saturday morning at 12:01. You can still buy the seminar. You don't get the coaching calls. You're not going to get that. Oh, we've extended it, or okay, we're going to open it back up. We don't play. I call it like it is. The action takers are going to get rewarded, and let's do this. All right, so remember your 5 for today. What were our 5? We're going to do a quick recap right here. Number 1, make sure you are getting good quality hydration and plenty of it, especially if you live in a hotter climate. And a lot of times people ask me, hey, Coach, what is the proper amount? Well, it's different if you live in Southern California desert, where water just evaporates out of you because it's so dry, as opposed to if you live in Ontario, Canada, where it's cooler, damper weather, or if you live in Florida where you sweat your guts out. Everywhere is going to affect, your environment's going to affect that, the weather's going to affect that, and your level of activity. If you're going to the gym and burning it up, or if you're an outdoor runner, you're going to need more hydration than somebody who sits at a desk all day long. However, even if you're sitting at the desk all day long, you need that hydration to flush stuff out. And if you're sitting at a desk all day long, you better be getting up every half hour, do a quick stretch, do a couple jumping jacks, walk in place for a minute and sit back down, go back to your work. Don't sit for 8-10 hours straight is the new smoking. Whatever you do, don't smoke. Number 2, eat exceptionally clean, keeping an eye on the CD and zinc right now. That's more important than keeping an eye on the CDC. Keep it on the CD zinc. It's a good joke. I like that one. Exercise 4 to 5 times a week minimum. That may be for you just getting up and starting out to take a little walk. You may not be ready for more than that. Check with your doctor, see what your limitations are as far as exercise. Some people you can get up and get cranking right now, but don't overdo day 1, 2, 3, week 1, 2, 3 to a point where you're so sore you can't move and you hate it and it's miserable. Don't do it. Get in, get healthy. It's a process. It's a growth process. It's like going upstairs. You don't jump and leap. Unless you're one of the guys on SWAT, you don't leap a flight of stairs at a time. You take stairs one step at a time, right? All right. Number 4, proper rest and stress reduction. Make sure you are resting and reducing the stress. Stress will kill you faster than anything. Number 5, make sure you're setting goals for your health, your wellness, and set some lofty goals. It's a lot better to get close to a lofty goal than it is to achieve a weak, impotent goal. You know what I'm saying? So even if it takes maybe a little longer to hit the lofty goal, or if you come really close, again, it's still better than the weak goal. Let's use like a monetary explanation there. You know, if you want to make 100 grand this year, and you know you set the goal for 100 grand and you make 90, excellent. If you go, well, I guess I'll make 10 grand this year, and you make 12, what do you got? You still got 12 grand. You exceeded your goal by 20%, but you still got 12 grand as opposed to 90. Set the goal. Go for it. Come close to a lofty goal rather than achieve or exceed an impotent goal. Get you? You with me on that, guys? Give me some thumbs up on that one. All right, here we go. Make sure you got a plan. It's like setting a GPS to win. First thing you need to do with any goal setting is decide exactly what you want. Number 2, create a plan to get there. Number 3, adjust and evaluate and adjust as you're going. Number 4, celebrate it when you get it. It's important. You know, all too often we hit goals and go, oh, okay, I hit my goal. Is that all there is? Celebrate it. Number 5, ask what's next after you hit the goal, because you'll get addicted to it. This is Coach Lew signing off of our Breakthrough with Lew Monday morning show. You guys have an amazing day. This replay will be on our website on the post at revitalizelife.com. I'm going to put this up one more time. Heals Live, May 30th and 31st. Sign up by the 15th at midnight. You get 4 additional coaching calls on Zoom, coaching training, I should call them trainings, on Zoom to help you keep the momentum from the seminar. Wow, rocking, guys. Have an amazing day. This is Coach Lew encouraging you to live with love, energy, passion, faith, and always live your dreams. Have an amazing day. See you guys on the next one.